Attractive men tend to clap less cheeks for this reason. All right, we're gonna hear what he got to say. I'll give my thoughts throughout the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to become a 007. Let's get into it.
The more attractive a guy is, the less women he actually pulls. And it sounds crazy, but hear me out. Me, myself, I hear it all the time. Oh, I'm sure your DMs are just flooded with every woman you want to talk to. Or I'm sure you pull every woman you want, this, that, and the third. And a lot of times it's the total opposite. Don't get me wrong. I have my moments. But I'm very introverted and I'm shy by nature. So I really just kind of stay to myself. But also because of my demeanor, I'm 6'4", I'm very big and muscular. So my demeanor can come across as very arrogant and cocky. I've had women come up to me and say, yo, I've noticed you for so long, or I would have talked to you, but personally, I just thought you were very conceited or to yourself, so I didn't bother. And I don't really...
I'm not gonna lie. A lot of guys who have become attractive that weren't just genetically, necessarily gifted, they still see themselves in the light of being a guy who's not attractive. Like, because for so long they were in that mindset that they didn't have success with women. So I understand what he's saying. It can be kind of difficult to see yourself differently. And not just that, but also like a lot of other men will hate on you if they find you attractive too. It's like there's cons to being unattractive, there's cons to being attractive, because you just start dealing with different issues. You just start dealing with guys hating on you, your own friends having some type of jealousy towards you at times. And yeah, women just assume that you're a player, you're not a good person.
Really say anything unless I really know that the vibe is mutual. So sometimes your biggest assets can work against you.
The more attractive you are as a guy, the less girls you get. And I'm not sitting here saying that I'm the best looking guy, because that's not true, but I'm just saying it's just true. I'm out this weekend, I'm having conversation with some girls, I'm with some people. We're having conversation with these girls, we're talking to them. Conversation was going okay. There was this one girl, she was attractive, I'm not gonna lie. There was this one girl, she's talking to us, she knows she's attractive, and so like she's trying to play like even more hard to get, which I don't play that game because I don't have time. So she's trying to play this hard to get game, whatever. Like I'm peeping and I'm seeing whatever's happening, and I'm telling my boys like, yo, don't like pull back. Like there's levels to this. Like, don't seem desperate. You can't seem desperate over these girls because that's what they want. And at the time, I'm like more so abort the mission. We all still continue to carry small talk, blah, 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 whatever. I end up walking away because I don't have time and I don't have energy for that shit. I kid you not, an hour and a half goes by. It may have been 2 hours go by. I'm talking to another group of girls, which they were as dope as hell. This one particular girl that was probably the best one out of the group literally walks up to me while I'm talking to these two girls, and she says, you know what? I would try to talk to you, but you seem cocky as I started laughing. I was just like,
and she assumed that he was cocky just because he wasn't, just going overboard for her. He wasn't trying super hard. He saw she wasn't interested and he took his talents elsewhere. And that's why I always tell you guys, don't be so upset at women that did not want you or tried to reject you. Just focus on the women that do like you. And a lot of times the woman that you wanted that didn't want you, she will start to want you once she realizes that you're pulling that attention away and putting it elsewhere. Just focus on the women that like you. That's the moral of the story.
it's like, all I said was okay. She's still standing there and she wants a reaction out of me. I don't really give people reaction. The girls are just kind of looking that I was talking to. One of them was actually my friend, and the other one was just like, what the fuck? All I said, I'm sorry you feel that way. And then she said, see, my point proven. For one, I never was cocky. I never said anything cocky. I never acted cocky because that's not my personality. And in that conversation we had earlier, I remember she saying like she thought like, I could be a blah, blah, this, that, and the third. And I remember asking her what qualifies me to be that. She couldn't even answer it. And I wasn't trying to make her look dumb in front of the people.
Honestly, her answer was she found him attractive. Whenever girls find you attractive, not all, but some, there's a percentage of girls who they try to kind of like lower your ego. They try to say and do things that'll lower your ego. And it just comes off as weird. I'm going to be honest.
She was with, I was just asking her a question. Dating is cook.
So I saw these clips and they just happened to come about. I just saved them over time, probably within a month time span. And I just wanted to expound on it because I'm just speaking from my perspective and my experience. I'm what some people would call attractive pretty much all my life. And I'm not saying that to brag, but that's just based off what I've been told. And I completely agree with both of these guys and a lot of the people, just people who, and this goes for women, but I'm speaking from a man's perspective because you hear women say attractive women are some of the loneliest women. And I've dated what some would perceive baddies or attractive women, and they are some of the most self-conscious, insecure, and lonely people. And it just happens
Very
that
true.
way. And sometimes they just don't have to work on themselves as a woman. But as far as a man goes, and I'm going to get back to this, the first guy, I can agree with him in terms of you being a certain size, you having an intense look. Like me, you guys always seeing me smile on here. But if you see me out and about, my face naturally, and I'm going to say this naturally because it's always been like that since I've been a little boy, is a very intense furrowed eyebrows. I'm not really smiling. My normal.
And I'm the same way, and I notice it because like sometimes I'll be walking, I'll catch myself kind of frowning, and I'm like, I'm not mad. Why am I frowning? Maybe it's something subconscious, but I will notice that a lot of times people have told me I look like I was not a very friendly person. It's like I'm super friendly. If you come up and talk to me, I'm one of the nicest people ever. It's just our natural face is just, mean mug, I guess.
Face looks almost unapproachable. Well, it does look unapproachable and intense or mean, and I don't mean for it to be that way. I still work on smiling as much as possible, especially on the camera. This, you guys are always seeing me like this, so you don't know. But definitely, if you're not looking inviting, that's going to turn some girls off automatically. Like, I don't even want to say anything to this guy. Some girls like that. They like that guy who looks unapproachable and intense that nobody would F with, for lack of a better term. And like bro said, I would still consider myself an introvert, even though I'm a social person. I can talk to anybody. I can have a conversation at hours. I can get on the phone with anybody right now and carry on an extensive conversation.
All right, I'm gonna give my thoughts because I got some stuff I want to say. I'm not sure what direction he's heading in, but the moral of the story. Let me get in the middle for y'all. The moral of the story for me about this whole situation is, when you're an attractive guy, you deal with a lot of negativity that average or below average guys don't understand, if it makes sense. Like, it's just a new set of problems because guys see you as competition and they want to mean mug you, give you a hard time, trying to embarrass you, dirty mac your shit. And then females, they'll assume that you ran through, you're a player, you're not trustworthy. They'll try to make you wait longer to get the draws. They'll do a lot of little things, not all, but some of them, or they'll try to bring down your ego, or they just have negative context over you until they really get to know you. Like, even my girlfriend, she was saying, like, when she first saw pictures of me, because we met online, she was like, I thought that you were, kind of stuck up. I thought you were a certain way. But then whenever we talked on the phone the first time and we went on a date, I saw like you were this, really kind guy and you were all these good things. And it just goes to show like certain people can just really misread you. Not saying I'm the most attractive guy in the world. I always say that. But I'm just saying, like, it's not all sunshine and rainbows being attractive. Yes, does it help with women? A ton. But also it can harm you with women, especially if they have a perceived like way that they think you're going to be, and if you don't match that, it can turn a lot of women off. But yeah, that's it for this video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more vids. Peace.